Good morning. It is 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday, July 16th of 2024. I just woke up here at Durango Riverside Resort with the other guys. We're on our way to get ready. We're going to go ahead, shower up, eat up, just get ready for the day, and head on down to Durango to board the Silverton train to go all through Durango, Silverton, and scenic Colorado. So we got a beautiful day ahead of us, and I'm curious to see what we got in store. We are loading up the last of the stuff in the car now. We are headed over to the parking lot for the Silverton train in Durango. We have about a 20-minute drive to get there, and we got to be there by 8:30, which is a half hour before load time, so should be there just on time.
Let's go.
Well, we are here. You can hear the train off in the distance. I could spare you guys of the rant that I'm going to go on for $10 parking, but I'm not going to because that's kind of ridiculous because these tickets were expensive enough.
You're already gonna have to hear him rant about losing his camera equipment, so you're not gonna miss much.
Yeah, no, it's been a rough morning so far, so I'm hoping that the what's it called, train will make up for it.
Tracks and kill us all.
Anything's possible. I hope not. If you're watching this video, then that didn't happen. But anyways, I woke up this morning, found out that I left some camera equipment at Lost Park. If you missed that video, check it out here. But anyways, we're walking up to the train. We can hear it roaring in the distance. We're on the steam train. We're riding the Yankee Girl, and we're riding first class, so there's some good stuff to be seen. I'm excited for this.
Good morning.
Remember when I was talking about having a rough morning? I can't win.
Nathaniel will be losing his ever-loving mind.
Are those the leaf springs you were talking about?
Oh, those are part of them, yeah.
Holy moly.
I was talking about on top of those over there.
They've got them, yeah, down there too. Look at that.
Big leaves.
Yeah. So we're on the Yankee Girl. Yeah, it's one of those ones up there. First class, baby.
Like turn them into storage sheds or something.
Yeah. So we're right down here on the Yankee Girl. So we'll go ahead and make our way on.
What year are y'all in school?
Well, I'm a steam fitter apprentice. I do.
My father was a boiler.
They weren't lying, Tyler. This scenery is beautiful. Wow. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. These cars. I think I'd rather have your Mustang.
We'll see, I haven't seen it yet.
So we are aboard the Yankee Girl right now on the Durango Silverton train. That's what I had mentioned before. We were going to go mid-grade or lower class, then looked at the lower class, didn't like it, and mid-grade was sold out, so we decided to splurge and go for the first class. So we've got pretty much a full car right here.
Beautiful car.
I'll be putting in plenty of videos from here on out, just of us driving through the town, driving through scenic areas, and showing what all we got. That's actually the road that we came in on earlier. We're riding right alongside it now.
Into the line, and then when we depart, we'll align another set of switches, so when we depart, we go back out onto the main going the other direction. Think of a giant K-turn for trains. Firing with hand shovel, 7 tons of coal in a round trip. Now we burn fuel oil for a variety of
Workout. Those guys had to be
now with the fuel oil, we
7
burn about
tons.
900 to 1,000 gallons of fuel oil in a round trip.
We're going up Hermosa Hill right now. Our average speed the whole way up is going to be about 12.5 to 15 miles per hour. He said we were going about 22 at our fastest. Let's see, what else? We're going to go through about 20,000 gallons of water round trip converted to steam because we were on the steam engine.
Okay.
Get some more video footage. We're starting to make our way up the grade, like I was saying. You can kind of see it out the window.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Pretty common. Most of the time I've got majority of passengers have seen it.
I want to talk to him out there.
We all staying on budget on the trip.
We are.
We made a couple like tiny little small changes here and there, but nothing that like was detrimentally different.
Built 1923.
Part of the time is the tank engine park in Pennsylvania.
250 down in our depot when we left this morning. We're still actually trying to I didn't believe that until I hiked down there. I was down there and looked at it. Here's what the nomad is up right here. Here, as you start seeing these gigantic boulders down there, through another narrow little cut, we're going to open up into a rocket pool. They're going to have incredibly tight curve, excellent photo op for the engine. 300 feet above the river, great photographic opportunities on the right hand side.
We just left Rockwood Station. This is supposedly one of the most scenic parts of the whole trip. So we're going out and back today. Currently on the way out, obviously. It's been beautiful so far. I can't wait to see it even more in a few minutes. That's here on the outside deck now. This is something else. Look at that. We were right there. Like I could stick my hands out and touch that right now. That's maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet from my face. Getting a little further now. Wow. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that color.
Do it and run back up too fast.
Take a zip line.
It's not too bad.
When I was a kid, me and my brother would take our Lego figures and action figures and play with them on the little Christmas train we'd set up every Christmas. I always wished I could shrink to that size and be on that train, and this is literally it.
This is it.
That's our car right there. The Yankee Girl, I believe I said is made in 1880, but if I didn't, then it was made in 1880.
If it wasn't for this trip, I would have stayed on the East Coast at least until my truck's paid off and never made it out here. I'm just so grateful.
What? Say we're coming over a bridge?
Yeah.
I just heard someone back there say highest bridge crossing, which would sound about right. This is the highest bridge crossing we have. Look at that.
Just a warning for you guys. Once this entire train clears the high bridge, we're going to accelerate just a little bit.
and we got a picture.
Steam engine almost sounds like a runaway 6.0 power stroke.
Beautiful car. Amazing stuff.
This has got to be one of the coolest things I've ever experienced.
It's awfully, I don't know. It's awfully different.
It's just, driving was cool yesterday, but today it just feels like you're in the open air while experiencing a piece of history as you go along the track. But you also got, I don't know, you got the train and you got some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen. Unreal.
Because of that, we still rely on some of the old tried and true technologies such as torpedoes to keep that train spacing because it works. My understanding is we are the last railroad in the United States to use torpedoes. The company that manufactured them manufactured a batch of them, gave it to, or shipped it to
We're
us
filling
and
up on
said,
water down there,
"Good
if you
luck,
can't
you're
see.
on your own."
They said we could be using anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 gallons of water.
So we've been trying to implement. All right, that was smooth. Not the smoothest I've ever had, but that was smooth.
Good job. Good preparation.
Just a couple hundred feet lower in elevation. There's that valley just on this side of Pigeon Peak. Look at the mountain, it's going to be pretty obvious. This stuff will come down it. It'll be just a little bit.
Get tiny.
Right here.
Look at that.
That sucks.
Erosion is something else, fellas.
Wow.
We have events of this magnitude happen every about 7 to 10 years or so. The one before this was about 7 years ago. That one, so much material came down, it actually temporarily downed the Animas River. This train is today, the very front of our front engine is currently sitting about 27 feet higher in elevation than the back platform in the very last car on this train.
Made our way back outside.
Why we don't use it anymore? Look at the support structure in the river. They never built the foundation correctly, so what happened is after a flood, they did have an interesting way with words then that they just don't have now. I read an obituary of a miner that died in a mining accident. His obituary read, quote, "He was blown to atoms." That is an interesting way to describe somebody who ended his day in more pieces than he started it.
Something to do with German family in Maryland. And then a few years ago, we found his biological bloodline and got in great touch with them. Never skimboarded, but I do love longboarding.
Oh, right there, Michael. Look up. Look at that. Oh, this guy's flying.
See that way up there? Look at that. It is 12:35 and we are making our way into Silverton. Welcome to Silverton. I was gonna say we've got about 2 hours to go around and explore. Let's go see what there is to do. The hard part now is deciding where to go. We have 2 hours to go around, explore, and then we have to be back on the train, which I'm not complaining. I'm looking forward to the ride back as well. But there's a lot of old-timey Western stuff. Little Mexican kitchen and canteen on our right. Old-timey field. These are all dirt gravel roads, as you can see. Well, it sounds like we got a storm rolling in on our hands here. Just heard a big crash. I have no idea what this thing is right here, but I'm taking a gander. Look, there's another old Bronco over there. You guys even see that one?
That's what I was talking about before. That was like the brown thing over there.
2 in a row. Alright, I gotta put this camera away. It's raining now. We stopped by High Noon Hamburgers for lunch. I honestly wasn't too hungry, and then I started smelling the hamburgers and cheeseburgers, and then I got hungry and grabbed some lunch.
Very good.
We also stopped at what's the name? Silverton Camera Company, where we actually met the daughter-in-law of C.W. McCall, so that was pretty cool. She told us some of his old stories, and we looked at some of the cameras. I'll put in pictures here, but yeah, a lot of cool people and places that we've met and been to out here. Zero complaints. I love how it's all dirt roads here, nothing paved.
Did you show them the old photography building? That's pretty cool.
All sheet metal.
It's like an old mine shack or something.
We've been in and out of some stores here. There's been some cool stuff, and I have no idea what this is here, but we're gonna go check this out. And we are off on the departure away from Silverton back to Durango.
By about 10 inches. Little black bears here, not much. Look as impressive now as it is actually even 2 weeks ago. So this time of year, people look at that. That bad. On a round trip, how much water does one burn consume on average? Between both of the engines we use today, that would be correct. But just one engine, about 10 to 12,000 gallons. Back when we burned coal, how much coal did we go through? 7 tons.
I know. We're back outside. They're over on the Yankee Girl. I'm on the screened out cart over here. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. What do we got? Little something something right here. What's that say? Tall Timber Resort.
Tall Timber Resort.
I just got launched with a sprinkler that was watering the grass there. I really was not expecting that, but my legs are dripping wet right now. Whew. This might be one of the best views yet of all those other cars out there. We're not on that economy class, boys. We're riding first class today. Interesting.
Nature's amazing.
That it is.
This is officially one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life.
I'm with you.
Colorado and the state of New Mexico some extra money at the end of the year. It's usually not much, but it's still minority dirt. From a political point of view, vocational started becoming a bad word. So they did a huge thing to stick it all together. It's a current technical.
Look at all that steam out there.
Slow down for us as well.
I've taken a lot of videos of this, but it's really just not going to do it justice.
Now, folks, if you take a look down by the river there,
Look at that.
square white sign just off to the right. You guys see that down there?
So that out there is Lake Michigan. If you remember the video that I recently posted about us visiting Indiana Dunes, that is actually the same lake. Now, if you have any sense of geography whatsoever, you'll know that that is entirely wrong, and that the only reason that I said that is so that you go back and watch that video now. Thank you.
It looks just like Spirit.
Why is it so zoomed in? We are back in Durango saying goodbye to the old Yankee girl here. She served us well. Cool little piece of history here on the railroad. In service for over 100 years now, so.
101.
Yeah, cool to see it. On the way back to the Lexus. Probably gonna stay around in Durango. McDonald. Stick around, stay in town. Check out what there is to see. I'm finishing my leftover pizza from last night, but we're walking around Main Street downtown in Durango again. Deja vu, except this time it's daylight out and not pitch black, and we're not looking for a spot to eat when everything's closed, which is a nice advantage over yesterday. We are at Carver Brewing Company. Colby and Tyler just polished off this plate of nachos. Dinner will be out shortly. Dinner time. Colby got the steak sandwich. Tyler got the salmon. And I got a nice old glass of water. Because I ate day-old pizza while walking down the street in Durango.
You would think, looking at the food way down the table, that Tyler's unemployed and Michael's unemployed, but it's actually the opposite.
Yeah. Week 2 of bi-weekly pay. Ice soup.
What was he been saying?
Back on the road in Durango. Walking around, seeing what's downtown. I'm going to get hit by a train. On our way back to the cabin now. We're going to turn on the main street, shoot it down, and then end up back at Durango Riverside Resort for the night. We're back to our cabin, and I got to do a little bit of car maintenance before tomorrow. I'm just out of washer fluid. There we go. Fill it up and put the camera down so I actually make it inside the tank. Look at that, full gallon used up right there. Alright, well that's going to be it for this video here. Just wanted to show off our adventures today and riding around on the Durango train as I've been showing different adventures from all of our days here on the road trip. I'd like to say for sure that it was definitely a worthwhile experience. I think the other guys agree as well. It was definitely one of a kind. There's not much else like it, especially around us where we're from. So it was cool to be able to get out and experience something I've wanted to see since I was a little kid. We got to meet some cool people on the train. Bob in particular. We got to have a really cool attendant checking in on us, giving us some history, all that. Jason, if you're watching this, thanks again. The tour was magnificent. It's a great day overall. Got to see a lot of Silverton, a lot of Durango, and a lot of rich history in between. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.